just trying to make a living, watching everybody else having fun. Well, I don't miss much if it happens on the dance hall floor. Mercy, look what just walked through that door. L-O-T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Tell me what in the world you're doing, L-O-N-E. K-O-L-O-K-I-N-G. Well, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. I was a little bitty baby when my papa hit the skids. Mama had a time, tried to raise 9 kids. She told me not to sing cause it was impolite. She did the best she could and tried to raise me right. Cause mama never told me nothing like a Y-O-U. I guess your mama must have been another good looking honey too. A-O-L-O-K-I-N-G. Yeah, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Sexy walking, honky tonkin' baby. The men are gonna love you and the women gonna hate you. Reminding them of everything they never gonna be. Maybe the beginning of World War III. Cause the world ain't ready for nothing like a Y-O-U. I bet your mama must have been another good looking mama too. A-O-L-O-K-I-N-G. Hell, I smell T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
W7 Live, game night, our second night of the weekend on the cot. My back's not even hurt, Coach. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good for 2 days on the cot.
Yeah, it feels like we never left. Right back here to watch some great basketball again tonight. The Rockets and the Indians.
Should be an interesting matchup tonight. Our first game with Cedar Grove-Belgium. I got a chance to talk to Coach Jason before the game and also to chat with the girls a little bit. And they were pretty excited. In fact, they already are lobbying Coach Jason for me to come to Cedar Grove and do a game with them. So we'll definitely look at that for next year. Happy to always look at teams that want to have us come out. I mean, that's why we do what we do. So always looking for new opportunities to meet new kids and bring our flavor of sports to the kids. So coming in tonight, Mishicot, big win last night over Sheboygan Lutheran to draw even at 2-2. Cedar Grove-Belgium 2-4 on the year, 2 victories. Kohler and Reedsville losses to Elkhart Lake, Random Lake twice, and St. Mary Catholic. I don't know a lot about this team, but I do know Alyssa Mentink, 16 points per game, is going to be leading scorer on this team and certainly one of the players to watch. 6 seniors on the Cedar Grove team, so a lot of experience. And this year, more than ever, if you don't come out playing your game, you're in trouble. I mean, Coach, we talked about this last night, and I think it still applies tonight, is if you're Mishicot, is get out of the gate fast, jump on this team, and put it away early.
If for Coach Garceau, it's an easy selling point to every pregame. All you have to do is say one word. You say Hilbert, and the team should be ready to go. As that's one that Mishicot will look at as got away from them. Again, credit to Hilbert. They played a great game, but it's like I said, an easy selling point for Coach Garceau just to get the girls ready to go and come out hot and take care of business.
Well, and I got to tell you guys, so Connor, can you hand me one of those canisters there?
There you are.
So you guys know how I feel about the kids giving me gifts on game nights. I don't like it because I get too worked up over it. And so last night, if you watched our broadcast, if you didn't, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. So shame on you for not watching last night. But if you were watching last night, Coach Scart and I were talking about where I was going to stay last night. If I was going to stay in Mishicot or if I was going to go home. And I said, well, there's no Airbnbs in Mishicot, so I guess I'd go home. And Coach said, well, why don't you stay at Coach Garceau's house? And so then I said, well, that's fine, but I hope he's got Pringles there because, that's my favorite. And, I expect that, I want Pringles. And so we laughed about it, everything else. And then today when I got into Mishicot, I had 13, is it 12 or 13? 12 canisters of Pringles from the players at Mishicot. And that's not all. Let me bring this up. Each of them wrote a note on the top of the can. Just thanks, and thanks for what you do. And so this one's from Airhead. That's Kylie Schmidt. Thank you for all you do, Airhead, aka Kylie. So I can't go any further than that. But I love these kids, and just a really neat thing. And I shouldn't be surprised, but I was surprised.
And I came in and I saw the Pringles. I was wondering, what is up? Gary got candy and Pringles? No, it was a gift from the girls. Very cool thing. Very cool.
Special bonus tonight, DJ Willie on the cam. This is the DJ Willie cam right here. So Will Garceau running the PA, or running the sound tonight. We've got a camera for Will tonight. It's the DJ Willie cam. Live on W7. Where else, Coach? Where else can you go and get a DJ Willie cam?
You
NFHS?
cannot find it.
No. None of those guys got this stuff. That's W7's. That's us. Will's ready to go. Coach Connor's going to come over here and produce for me, so let me get our stat boy up here. That's your new name, by the way, Connor.
Stat boy, all right.
So we'll get him here, and I'm going to go out on the floor, and it is time. National anthem, starting lineups, all those things you've come to know and love from your friends at W7. It's game night, weekend on the cot. Mishicot, Cedar Grove, Belgium. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to honor America,
Make sure it goes into the live cam.
please rise and join in singing our national anthem. Tonight, our Mishicot Indians play host to the Cedar Grove-Belgium Rockets. This is the Big East Conference varsity girls basketball game. We ask for your cooperation following the sportsmanship guidelines of the conference. Basketball fans' admission to an interscholastic event is a privilege, and with that privilege comes responsibility. Responsibility to conduct oneself in a respectful manner, for the game is enjoyable for other fans and participants. The School District of Mishicot reminds you to be a positive leader.
Good. Well on for camera shots, too.
Please respect the safety and health of other fans, event workers, and players by practicing social distancing and by wearing face coverings. Enjoy tonight's game. And now it's time to get the starting lineups for both teams. First, we welcome our visitors, the Cedar Grove-Belgium Rockets. Starting at one guard, she's a 5'1" senior. Number 4, Cheyenne Simmons. Starting at guard is a 5'7" senior. Number 5, Alyssa Menting. Starting at guard is a 5'10" sophomore. Number 11, Alexis Bach. Starting at guard is a 5'6" senior. Number 15, Ellie Dirksey. And starting at forward is a 5'9" senior. Number 20, Brooke Ryan. Rest of the varsity members of the Cedar Grove-Belgium Rockets. The Rockets are coached by Jason Jones, assisted by Mike Bickman and A.J. Caldwell. Basketball fans, please welcome to the court at this time our Mishicot junior captains. Please welcome Elise Van Eyck. And Mackenzie Wanachek.
Show level. Hey, you want to stay there and run camera? Oh, but the thing is, you can't go to these kind of actions because it's on the opposite side. It causes major disorientation for the viewer. So let's do that when we put all the same side. That's really cool. Just in time basketball, live from the cot. Here we go. Mishicot, Cedar Grove, Belgium. Let me get everything squared away, and as always, I'll be getting a scoreboard up here. Eventually, I'll get around to it.
Turnover. One from Mishicot, one from Cedar, Grove-Belgium, and Mishicot with possession now.
If you enjoyed the pregame show, big props to Connor Dubois. I'm going to tell you what, he's an aspiring young producer, my friends.
You show him once, and he got it down.
Holy cow! Larry, Ryan, if you guys are watching, he's taking after you guys. No score, 17-15 to go, first half. Gary Whipperman along with Andy Scarta and Connor Dubois, the dream team. So he's going to get promoted from stat boy to like assistant to the producer, assistant producer. I'm going to get the camera in a little bit tighter here so we don't have an NFHS broadcast for you guys. I assume you want to see the game and not just, a shadow of the game.
Nice move, McCardle.
Cherry Dr. Pepper opens the scoring 2-0.
Allie had a great night last night.
She sure did.
13 points she poured in. She starts hot again tonight.
Hey, big shout out to Chuck Thompson from 5 Star Hoops. Chuck asked me today, is any games online tonight? I'm like, Chuck, come on now. You know that. So Chuck going to watch tonight from over in Minnesota. Appreciate all your support, Chuck. Thank you.
Small town Saturday night.
Small town Saturday night at the Cot. Weekend on the Cot almost over. 2-0 in favor of the Indians. 16:24 to go first half. I'm going to switch to play-by-play with Coach Scarta. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a camera set up.
Nice move, Cedar Grove-Belgium. That's number 5, Alyssa Menting. She's their leading scorer, coming in with 16.5 points per game for Menting. And she ties it up at 2. Schmidt takes it into 2 and drops it home with the left hand. The Indians retake the lead. Kylie is number 2 on Mishicot's boys and girls all-time scoring list. So it'll be a few games yet, but she should break that all-time school record. Ball's out of bounds. Possession to the Rockets. Three ball up. That's Dirksey on the shot. Mishicot retains the rebound. They try and run. Great hustle from the Rockets to get back and create the turnover. Mishicot with a few early turnovers might be a point of emphasis for Coach Garceau. Nice move inside. That's number 20, Brooke Braga. For the Rockets, ties it up at 4. Garceau takes the 3, ends up with the offensive rebound. Nice cut through the lane. McCardle can't come up with it. The Rockets are headed the other way.
(4-4, 14:28 to go first half. Thanks, Coach. Nice job.
Thank you.
I should take the night off. Head out to the detour.
Play-by-play is a bit harder. You need a little bit more water. You're talking all the time, Gary.
Yeah. Well, a good thing for me, I never shut up, so it's not a big issue. Ask anybody that knows me. Do they serve French food at the detour? I guess
if you ask for it, I bet you.
I don't know if fried pickles counts as French food, but
I bet Gavin and Josie would be able to find something, whip something up for you, Gary.
I stopped over there last night. They were great. They were nice, so nice. We had a nice time over there, and saw Carly over there, Ayat, and now Carly told me that they were watching the game, but they had the sound turned off, which is pretty much table stakes for our broadcasts. 4-4 with 14:08 to go. So. Big thanks to those guys. We had a great time over there last night after the game, and just got to. I got to be one of the locals. It was kind of fun. I liked it.
That completes the whole small town game night.
It does. It's the post game show.
The post game.
4-4 with 13:49 remaining first half. It was Carly's mom's birthday last night. I'm starting to know all the insider stuff now. Oh, that's Carly's mom, so everybody knows that. 4-4, 13-47. A little slow start here by the Indians coach in the first half.
Yeah, it is. A couple turnovers both ways, a little bit sloppy, a couple missed bunnies again. We saw that last night.
Short. McCardle on their own rebound. 3-point shot. No good on the reload. Good hustle. Nice job by number 4. Get my roster here. That's
Cheyenne
Simonette. So I asked who's the biggest goofball on the team, and the answer was resoundingly Cheyenne Simonette. So congratulations, Cheyenne. That's quite a title to hold.
And another travel on the Rockets. One team looks to start taking control here. They're going to have to cut down on the turnovers.
DJ Willicam up and active.
That is a great camera view.
Will Garceau, our buddy, running the music tonight from the cot. None better, my friends. Well, Luke Langer's pretty good over at Menominee Falls. So
Abby is just off on another 3. She looks to get it going here tonight.
Oh, Indians 0 for 5 to start the game. Meanwhile, Cedar Grove, I assume they're shooting 100%, just like last night.
They could be. They have had a few turnovers.
And waste no time, get the shots in right away. Oh, almost stolen by McCardle. She's such a great athlete, Coach Allie is. And
she gives them another just dimension defensively. But she'll take some risks sometimes. But like you said, just a great athlete. That can really make things happen.
Chuck, this kid, McCardle, 11, she's an under-the-radar kid. I don't know if she plays AAU ball, but she's somebody that, from a just all-around athlete standpoint and can be a difference maker. Allie is one of those kids. So number 11, McCardle. Keep an eye on her tonight, Chuck, if you're watching from Mishicot.
Toluchka checks in. She gets the steal.
Chuck, Connor, you and Chuck go way back. My opinion of Chuck just dropped immensely. Shot no good. Rebound, Schmidt. Kick out, Toluchka, top of the key. Kleiman from the corner. Des for 3. Picking right up where she left last night as our player of the game, Des Kleiman.
And Desiree is a team player first through
Always.
and through. It's going to be a tough goal for her to get to that 1,000 points. She did have an ACL tear her freshman year, set her back a few games.
Great look ahead. Krieger on the hoop. I didn't see who made that pass, Coach. That was a really nice assist.
I didn't either. I was
and
too
that was
busy
steal.
talking.
And that was just like last night also. McCardle did that last night. Now Krieger does it tonight. Jason Jones, head coach at Cedar Grove-Belgium. Got him on camera. We'll go get the Willie Cam on also here.
He's working hard, Gary.
I know he's always working hard, man. Look at that. He's got stuff going on here. He's got the basketball there. He's got 2 bottles of water. He's giving the ball to the ref. He's running the music stand.
Disinfecting the last ball.
I mean, this dude has a motor that just goes all the time. And then
he's got to go home and fix snowmobiles yet.
Well, all kidding aside, I was so impressed with him last year at the state tournament when we went over there, when I went with the kids and the coaches. And you know what? That bus never would have made it to the Resch Center if not for Will. I'm not kidding you. I mean, nobody knew where to go or what to do. And Will's like, go left on 2nd Avenue here and go. I mean, the kids are like 7th grade. He's running the whole show. And we're all like, okay, well, whatever Will says, that's kind of the way it is. It was really cool. He did a great job. It was just cool watching him work. He was totally in his element. He'll be a great AD someday, if that's what he wants to do, or race car driver, or president of the United States, whatever he feels like. Schmidt.
Might be my boss to shop in 2 years.
Yeah, his next gig is as Connor's boss.
Now he's dropping notes off for us.
He's returning my card. That's not good. When the card gets returned to you, that's not a good thing. Oh, did he do that already? I didn't even hear it. You're allowed to do it more than once. Kylie Schmidt for 3.
That's a nice baseline out of bounds play there. Swing the ball up top, come right back to the inbounder, screen her, and Kylie hits the 3.
Nice basket by the airhead. 11:09 to go first half. 12-4 Mishicot.
Caitlin Callahan, the freshman, substituting in for the Indians.
Long jumper, no good. Nice dish.
Oh.
And McCardle will go to the line. Foul on number 5. That's Alyssa Mentink, leading scorer on the Cedar Grove team. 16 points per game for Mentink.
And that's a tough one on the assist numbers. Like you said, a great dish there, but
Yeah.
it doesn't count as assist because you go to the free throw line.
Well, that's just McCardle being selfish, you know. I mean, she could have helped her teammate out, but no, it's all about Allie. Cherry Dr. Pepper, of course.
She wanted the free throw attempts. She didn't like her percentage last night. She wanted to hit a few here.
Got them both.
And she hits them both.
14-4. It's a 12-0 run for Mishicot. 4 for Cherry Dr. Pepper. 10:50 to go first half. 14-4. Mentink dishes it off. No good on the shot. Rebound. Indians. You know, the thing for Cedar Grove, I mean, it's one and done, coach. Pretty much every time down. That's going to be a tough night.
And Mishicot has missed a few, but they've attacked the offensive rebounds too and got quite a few second looks at it.
The reloads, as Brian Norton would call them, for WOMT. Nice step through. Dez for 2. Too easy there, coach. You can't just give her that. 16-4.
Cedar Grove sitting in his zone right now, and it won't take long for Mishicot to recognize how to slice that up.
Approaching 10 minutes to go first half, 16-4. That pressure is really causing problems for Cedar Grove on their offense.
Never let them get comfortable.
No, and they're not comfortable at all. Callahan, no. Dez on the putback, no. Kaylee Toluchka. See, that's Dez giving Kaylee an opportunity there. That's just Dez being so, selfless.
Well, I'm going to take credit for that one. I told Kaylee to get involved in the game, get on the offensive boards, and get a couple rebound putbacks.
There you go. Now, Abby said she was going to drop a couple dimes for us, so let's see if she can drop a couple three-pointers for us tonight.
That was their Pringles message.
That was.
So we have to hold her to that one.
I think that's only fair.
The Pringles do not lie.
So last night we were laughing about Abby coming over here after a timeout and saying, I'm going to get the next one or something. Coach Garceau put her up to it. He told me that after. He's like, yeah, I told her, go down there and tell Gary that I'm splashing the next 3 in.
And she hit two in a row.
2 in a row. 9:16 to go first half. I said, see, Mike, see what happens when you show Abby how much confidence you have in her? Look at what she does.
That
Drains
was
2 in a row.
a hard kick from Callie. That ball went rocketing off her foot towards... we should have had the DJ Willie cam on there. That thing came fast and hot.
18-4, 9:09 to go. So there's a steal.
Yeah, this pressure is really on from the Indians.
Oof.
Tough shot there from Callahan.
That's a tough one. 8:56 to go. Cross-court pass. Out of bounds. It'll be Mishicot ball. Coach, we've seen this. I've seen this probably a dozen times since last night. These teams want to try this cross-court pass against this Indians defense. You can't do that.
No.
I mean, it's just not going to work.
For one, the Indians have nice length and size.
Amazing length,
to
yes.
get in the passing lanes, and to get it over the top of that is just going to be a tough pass to complete.
18-4. Dez, skip pass, out of bounds.
Speaking of cross-court passes.
Speaking of cross-court, Dez. How tall you think Garceau is over there?
22, Cora Sedola checking in. Our old 22 pal, Dakota Kreeser, she was heading back to North Dakota today.
Well, and we gotta give her an apology. I mean, we were busting on her last night saying, hey, Dakota's not on and she doesn't care anymore. And went back and looked at the comments. You know who made the first comment?
Was the first
it was
comment,
Dakota.
yeah.
First one.
Her dad, Sean, came on
How could I
later.
ever doubt her?
He said, Andy, check the first comment.
I know. How could I ever doubt her? I don't ever doubt her. She knows that.
Nice
little runner. That is Alexis Barr for 2.
She's the second leading scorer for the Rockets, coming in at 8.5 points per game.
Well, that ends the run at 16-0, 16 straight for Mishicot. So this morning I put a poll out there saying, what are you going to watch? Are you going to watch the Redskins versus Tampa Bay, or are you going to watch Mishicot versus Cedar Grove?
You mean the football team?
Yeah, the football team, the playoffs. And I got a couple of messages like, why would you put that out there? People are gonna say the football game, and they did. So the final number was 68% for the football game and 32% for the Mishicot game. And so if we extrapolate that over the United States, what that means is we have 11 million viewers today.
You can make statistics say whatever you want.
and what they say tonight is where there's 11 million people watching this game on W7 Live. Tauschik from the corner, short corner. Lacey for 2.
Just a comfortable step in,
nice shot.
Get into your range, and knock it down with some confidence. Nice shot from Lacey.
I think Lacey could be much more assertive than what she is right now. I think there's so much more opportunity for her to be assertive, especially inside.
And I think the team kind of
I think they're going to need that as the season goes along. Kylie for 3. Nope. You know, it's funny, too, because in the post-game show, I was talking to Coach Garceau afterwards at the 19th hole, as it were, and at the roundup. And he said something very interesting, which for most people is probably obvious. Nothing's ever obvious for me. But what he said was, you know, we could go about the season and score 60 points in a game and have Kylie score 30 and Des score 30. Or we could have 6 players score 10 points. He said we'll be way more successful if 6 players score 10 points than if those 2 do all the scoring.
Because when you see the good teams, they're just better defensively. They can lock down that.
Yeah.
Somewhat. I mean, Kylie still gets her fair share against the good teams, but you need that 3rd, 4th option to be able to step up against those good teams.
Who do we got on the camera up there tonight, Coach?
Kira Schmidt, and I believe Julie Keppel is next to her, helping her out.
Kira Schmidt and Julie Keppel running the cameras tonight. We hooked them up with currency that we know that our film crews generally like, and that is a lot of candy.
And Julie dropped 22 points in the first half of the JV game, so she's not too big time to go up and run the camera yet.
Love that. Love that. She may be big time on varsity. Garceau, top of the key, Schmidt.
Cedar Grove digging in nicely here defensively, but Mishicot just takes their time, gets a great look.
Does she remind you of Dakota out there? I mean, that was kind of almost like uncanny for a second.
There are some similarities.
There are. I mean, it just kind of flashed for a second. I'm like, that's Dakota.
High off the glass, not in?
I did not say that. Coach Connor just lobbed a shot at Dakota Creaser. I will not comment on that. What I'm saying is the way she kind of posted up and moved into the hoop, that was really neat to watch. Mentake on the drive. That's
good defense there by the Indians.
That should have been a travel or a double dribble or a shot or something. I'm not sure what was going on there.
She kind of ran into the 2. Mishicot defenders stayed pretty still and upwards.
I may have to pull the footage from that and make it like into a meme, just where she kind of runs into it and runs right back out again. Desiree
checks back in for Mishicot.
20-6. You know, it's weird. I haven't heard any stats at all in this first half hardly. I mean, like almost like none. Which I guess there are no stats going on right now. Negative. Daz for 2.
Just a great baseline drive. Saw the opening, gets to her spot, drops it in for 2.
7 points for Desiree in this first half, or big time as we call her. 5:11 to go. That shot is off the mark. Boy, Cedar Grove cannot get a basket.
Krieger with another rebound. She's got a few of them tonight.
Pass ahead. Woo. That had spicy mustard on it.
I wasn't sure if it was for Kylie or Des. Des ended up with it.
I thought it was for our tripod for a second. Connor, if that's going to tripod, I expect some athleticism here. I mean, over the table, my friend.
Miss Rose isn't here tonight. She made the quick cat-like deflection last night.
So your safety net's gone, Connor. It's all on you now.
I'll get it.
22-6, 4:44 to go first half. Well, defensively, you got to say the Indians are playing pretty solid. I mean, 6 points.
And that ties their season low and a half. Or no, their season low and a half is actually 2 points scored.
I was going to say, didn't they hold a team to 8 for the whole game?
Yeah, and Manitowoc Lutheran scored 6 in the first half. So their first half low is tied right now.
And people were mad at me that I had to cancel coming up for that game. It was 65-8. I'm like, come on now. 4:10 to go, first half, 22-6. Kleiman's fouled, Des to the line. 15 foul on Cedar Grove. Kleiman 79% from the line. First one in and good.
Sophomore Grace Willems checks in for Mishicot.
I want to see a Grace Willems heat check tonight. Timeout, Mishicot. 30-second. We'll keep it here. So I want to see Grace put down a couple. Now, when she makes the first one, I expect them to be looking for her this time for the second one.
I'm sure she watched it back. She heard what we had to say last night.
Yeah.
So
Well,
she should come in ready to fire.
no basketball Monday, I don't believe. Connor, do I have anything going on Monday? I don't even know. I don't think I've got a game Monday.
You don't have too many off days in the near future, Gary.
No, just 3 the rest of the month. I haven't broken that to Mrs. W7 yet.
She doesn't follow you on the social media?
She gets a notification when I go live. That way she knows I'm not out goofing around. So, because I've heard her phone like ding when I go live, I'm like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there.
Just checking up.
I'm good with
She's
that.
probably
That's
just
good.
checking in on the broadcast, making sure everything sounds
I'm sure that's
good
what it is.
I'm sure there's at least one viewer per night.
Actually, what she does is she gets stressed because sometimes I come home like, hey, it didn't go very well. So she's like, I can't even watch because I don't want to watch it when it's bad.
Nice scramble on the offensive boards. McCardle ends up with it.
We are in action Monday.
Nice pass.
Got to finish that.
Oostburg West Bend.
Oostburg West Bend, Monday night from the WB.
Isaiah had a few comments on our
Coach
on our
gonna come down
live
for that
link
one?
last night.
Connor's thinking about it. I know. Connor's going to be, we're going to be like Harry and Lloyd the rest of January all over the state.
Can you get the same truck?
Get that dog truck.
Yeah. So Tauschik ends up at the line. It's the first one. I don't know if it's the limited fans, but it gets super quiet on the free throws.
And so here's the thing about that. When Ed and Ron Gavitsky do it, Ron will still be talking, but it's literally like it's a golf broadcast. I'm like, Ron, either say it out loud or don't say it at all. Don't give me this, well, she's got 47% from the free throw line. I'm like, no, I don't want that. Just either say it or don't. Out of bounds, it'll be Mishicot ball. He does a really nice job. He's been a great addition to our staff this year. Him and Ed Rowie are the dream team on GTV, and I'll tell you what, those Germantown fans love those guys. I threatened to come in to do a game, and it was almost like a war over it.
They got a lot of good insider knowledge.
They do. They know a lot about that team, those players.
And that's what really makes the broadcast, when you can bring a little bit more than basketball into it.
Schmidt in the middle. Nope. Loose. Kylie again, and she's fouled. She just never stops. You know, I mean, that's just the thing. There's no off switch.
And the Indians as a whole have done a great job crashing the offensive boards tonight. Just getting those second opportunities.
$26-6.
They were 0 for 5 on their first 5 free throws last night, so vast improvement.
7 for 8 tonight for Mishicot from the line. Big improvement.
Kylie came in shooting almost 76% from the free throw line, so she'll add to that.
27-6 with 3:17 remaining first half. Skip pass. Drive and just cannot get one to fall. That's 3 fouls on Cherry Dr. Pepper.
14 fouls.
4 team fouls for the team, and Allie's got 3 of them.
Dirksey at the line for the Rockets.
First trip to the line this year, according to my numbers. Supposed to give credit to some organization when we use their stats. So, but I'm not using their stats. I actually just made them up. So I'm not giving credit to anybody. 27-7.
Thank the coaches for the year there.
Thank you, coaches, for those stats. Appreciate it. 3 minutes exactly to go first half. 27-7. Indians by 20.
Nice step through.
Yeah,
just
nice
couldn't
step through. Couldn't get it.
Tluchka's been active crashing those offensive boards. Tips that one out. They get a reload. And a score.
Give them 2-3 looks. I mean, they're going to make you pay. 29-7. 2:30 to go first half. Okay, so everybody watching tonight, you have a job at halftime. There's a nice bucket for number 11, Alexis Barr for 2, 29-9. Your job at halftime is to go to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/W7 Productions and follow us on YouTube, and then ring the little bell. What that means is every time we go live, you get notified. So youtube.com/W7 Productions, subscribe, and then hit the little bell, and you get notified every time we go live. You never have to ask, well, when's the live stream start? You'll know. Tluchka for 2.
Nice pass from Garsoda to get up ahead, and Kaylee finishes.
31-9 with 1:47 to go first half. At halftime, we're going to air a segment of One Heartbeat, the story of the 2019-20 Mishicot girls basketball team from our documentary we did this past year. So a segment of that coming up at the half. 1:24 to go in the first half.
Mishicot will work it around, look to get a good shot here. There it is.
There's just different levels. I mean, it's just, the Mishicot just plays at a different level. They just do. 33-9, 1:04 to go.
How many is that for Des?
10 points for Kleiman. Barr back out to Mentink and a foul. And I mentioned this last night, Coach, and I think it bears repeating that I was frustrated that Faith Pape got called for a foul because she just happened to be taller than the other kids.
I watched that one back, too.
I get frustrated when kids get called for fouls because somebody fell down.
Right. You're almost calling a reaction there rather than...
And I get it, but still, it's like, that's not really a foul. Right. I mean, it stinks, but I mean, that's the way it is. Reload 3, short. Mentink's frustrated. You can just see there coming out of her shot. She just doesn't look confident. She looks very frustrated. Des again.
She's got 12.
Boy, what a privilege to be courtside like this and watch her play. It really, truly is. I mean, she is an elite player. She really is. Yeah, defensively, she guards the other team's best player. I mean...
Every single night, yep. For 4 years now.
DJ Willie has got the W7 banner up there. Oh, he switched it. Who's the PA announcer there?
Al
Coach?
Clement.
3-point shot.
Hey,
Grace
there it is, Gary.
For 3 at the buzzer.
She better keep it hot now coming out the second half.
I want a Grace Willems heat check in the second half, baby. 38-9. It's once again the same score of Super Bowl 19. Raiders 38, Redskins 9. And that's your halftime score.
2 nights in a row.
We're going to take a break and show you a clip from One Heartbeat, the story of the 2019-20 Mishicot girls basketball team. Enjoy it. You're watching W7 Live. tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Cherry Dr. Pepper and Airheads Extreme. Okay, it's not really brought to you by them, but we have 2 players on this team that love those things. Kylie Schmidt for 2. Kylie, first team all-conference and first team all-state in D4 last year. Really good kid, isn't she?
Yeah, phenomenal kid, phenomenal role model here in Mishicot. Definitely a hard worker.
Abby Garceau, the junior on the bucket. I assume that's Coach's daughter.
Yeah, she knows she's Coach's daughter sometimes too. She hears about it.
He doesn't make it a peripheral treatment, he makes it, I get the brunt of it sometimes. It's kind of harsh, but yet it's going to make me a better person, and that's the nice part. So I get it, like, he's harder on me than everyone else, but he can take his anger out on me.
Open look, got it.
Abby for 3.
Like, I can tell my grandkids or my kids, hey, your grandpa was my coach. Like, and we just get to share those experiences forever. And it's just really cool because we created a bond that'll last forever, and just through spending every day together, spending practices together. Like, we've been through hell and back, so I think it's just going to be really cool to look back on.
Personally feels like we are their daughters. It makes us feel really grateful for what we have. Like, at home is different, but then when we come here, it's like a family just like it, like no other.
Shout out to Grace.
Grace Willems, first varsity points. Congratulations, Grace.
Jenny Garceau, Mike's wife, heads up the little dribbler. She does a really nice job with them. Just getting the little girls excited about basketball.
Love it.
Mishicot, the community's kind of been a buzz. We really take pride in what we do, and they've been a buzz for W7 coming down here.
Michigan's very special because we're such a small town, but everyone comes together.
This is the biggest live stream we've had this season.
From Little Division 4, Mishicot, Wisconsin.
Yep. This is it's been our biggest already so far.
Well, that's just a credit to the program, that the club, the high school level, kind of all working together, and the entire community and the families and this fan base. It's a credit to all of them.
Graves,
Yep.
big swing.
If Tracy Burr wants to end this match in 3 points, you go to Graves on that slide.
Set up for Graves again on the slide. Lincoln Graves puts the hammer down.
You've tamed the voices in your head. You've put your courage to the test. Laid all your doubts to rest. Your mind is clearer than before. Your heart is full and wanting more. Your future's at the door. Give it all you got. No hesitating. You've been waiting all your life. This is your moment. This is your moment in time. This is your moment. This is than it's ever been. And now it's more than just a win. It's where your life begins. Yeah. There's no holding back. No overthinking. You've been reaching.
25 points. Almost defense. Got it?
This is your moment in time. This is your moment. This is your moment to shine, to shine, to shine. This is your moment. You got to give it all that you got. Don't hesitate and don't ever stop. You spent a lifetime waiting for this day. This is your moment. Now's not the time for you to hold back. Don't overthink, it's time to react. The moment has come, don't let it slip away, away, away. It's closer than it's ever been, and now it's more than just a win. It's where your life begins.
W7 back, 38-9 is your halftime score. Coach Du Bois, give us the first half breakdown. Go.
Alrighty, quickly for Cedar Grove leading score number 11 Bar with 4. As a team, 4 of 10 from 2-point, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line, and 1 of 2 from the charity stripe.
Not 100% from the field.
Not 100%. Nope. Mishicot led in scoring by Kleiman with 12, Schmidt with 9, and then a cast of characters all with 4.
No, they're all characters, all right.
Absolutely. 11 of 24 from the 2-point area, 3 of 11 from 3, and 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Look for Garceau to even out her shooting numbers at 0 for 5 this half.
There you have it. The breakdown from the one and only Connor Du Bois.
And if I know Abby, she'll get it going.
Yeah.
One of our favorites here.
38-9 as we commence play in the second half. I think it'd be nice for Cedar Grove to get a couple just good possessions here and get a couple good looks. They did. The defense of Michigan's been so suffocating that they just have not even really gotten many good looks in the first half. Got to move without the ball though. In the corner, 3. Nope. Oh. That's using your head. 17-16 to go, second half. 38-9 Mishicot.
Nice move.
That's a good look though.
2 offensive rebounds there from Krieger. Just couldn't get it to drop. Yeah, like you said, Gary, Cedar Grove, if they can come out, just get some confidence going here, claw back into it, get some positive possessions.
We haven't talked a lot about Callie Krieger, but the thing, Callie brings so many intangibles to this team that they don't show up on a stat sheet. But just, her leadership, her kind of calm demeanor, just the way she approaches the game, I think brings so much to this team, and we don't talk about that near enough, but she's such an important part of this group. Kylie for 2.
Yeah, Callie rebounds the ball so well and essentially is their point guard. Mishicot's got quite a few good ball handlers.
Yeah.
But Callie's usually the one running the show offensively. Her assist numbers are usually quite well, finds the open players, and really rebounds the ball exceptionally well, especially for a guard.
Cherry Dr. Pepper on the rebound. And timeout Indians. Look what Will's got up on the screen there. double W7s. The W7 live on one side and the W7 on the other side.
He's got it going. He's all over it.
He is. That's how he rolls.
I know he loves doing the music.
He's
and
so good at it,
everything
too.
set up for the starting lineups. And
That is Will Garceau, otherwise known as DJ Willie. Killing it from the cot tonight.
I mean, he does such a good job with that intro that Howard's Grove replicated the exact same intro.
Is that right?
They did, but they got us this last Tuesday, so we can't say much about it.
$40-9, 16:08 to go, second half. 31-point lead, biggest of the night for the Indians.
Good
Nice
pass.
ball move, but that was nice. Kelly Krieger from Schmidt.
And Mishicot was kind of holding the ball on that right side. As soon as they started to move it, things opened up pretty quickly.
42-9. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Cedar Grove. $15:31 remaining, 42-9. Stick around tonight for the W7 Live Player of the Game. I don't know who we're going to go with tonight. I mean, it's kind of, we never do two in a row, and we always try to get somebody new every time. So you guys got to put your thinking caps on here. Telechka kid may be up for it tonight. We'll see.
See how much Andy pays you.
Hey, there's a big three from Dez. Not so fast.
She wants the back-to-back players of the game.
She was, I mean, in suffering doing that last night. I mean, that is not her thing.
I did watch the interview and she was beat red.
Yeah, Dez is not a me kind of kid. Another endearing thing about her. There's so many, and that's one of them for sure. 45-9. She just wants to play and wants to be part of the team and just be, a member of the team, not the member of the team. That's just not her thing. That's why she'll do so well at Minnesota State. Just she totally buys into the team concept, and she'll do some great things over there.
You've got a player of the game, Gary. I think you need to start thinking about a shoe of the game.
You know what? That is a great idea, Coach. I love that.
Last night, I think we
Faith
both
Page
know.
won it in a walk. Mentink for three. I asked some of the Mishicot players about it. Garceau, I asked Abby. She's like, oh, those were dope. Those were really cool. She liked them. That shot off the mark. I like that. A shoe of the game.
Shoe of the
Make
game,
it super competitive. There's a hoop.
Cedar Grove getting some rhythm. The three, the
Cheyenne.
defensive rebound.
Cheyenne Simonet. And so I'm actually keeping score. The next step, genius, would be to actually turn the scoreboard on so people could see it. I know. Perfectionist. 13:37 remaining, 45-14. It's all Mishicot. Nice little run here. 6 points in the second half, or 5 points in the second half for Cedar Grove. They scored 9 in the first half.
Yeah, a couple good possessions in a row here.
Brooke Braga on the shot. They call. She's the hard-nosed player. She does the dirty work. Schmidt turns it over. It'll be Cedar Grove ball.
Gary, the referees did not bail her out and give her the call because she went to the floor that time.
They didn't call a foul, huh?
Also in for the Indians, number 12, Caitlin Callahan.
Caitlin Callahan back in for Mishicot. 45-14 as we approach 13 minutes in the second half. Reminder, Monday night will be at West Bend. Back to the WB. It's Oostburg at West Bend West. 7 o'clock on air, 7:15 tip, live from the WB. Next week is a big week, you guys. I mean, there is a ton of girls basketball on W7 next week. So if you're a basketball junkie, you're welcome. 45-14. But your week is pretty much set for you. We'll go through it here the next time out. It's crazy how much basketball we're doing next week. And if you're a New Berlin person, you're gonna love next Saturday. It's New Berlin Day on W7 next Saturday. Wait till you hear this. 45-14 with 12:44 to go. 31-point lead for the Indians. Schmidt on the step through and bucket.
Almost her signature move at this point.
Just Menting on the heat check. Nope. Schmidt on the rebound. Great look ahead. Garceau from Schmidt. What a great pass from Kylie Schmidt. And now a steal.
Gary, that's deja vu from last night. We had
Callie
Krieger doing it, and McCardle follows up last night with much of the same. Didn't get this one to go down, but she'll head to the free throw line.
Cherry Dr. Pepper to the line for two.
This week for Mishicot fans coming up, the Indians go to Kohler, visit the Blue Bombers on Tuesday, and on Friday they are at St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, it's a little dicey. You never know what you're going to get with those guys.
And they're sitting at 5-1 right now. That'll be a decent game.
They want that Big East North crown this year.
And they knocked us off once last year.
Yes, they did.
So that should stick in Michicot's craw.
I'm sure that that'll be brought up once or twice over the next week, I would expect. And then we've got an interesting triangle of games coming up closer to the end of the month. I call it the triangle up here. We're doing Mishicot, Oostburg, Howards Grove, Oostburg, and Mishicot, Howards Grove.
Callahan did a really nice job there. Drove baseline, didn't try and do too much, made a nice pass to Tolochka to finish for the two.
53-14 with 11:30 to go. Simonet picks up her dribble. Nice entry pass.
That was a nice spin
Braga
off
couldn't
of that.
get that.
Yep, Braga had a nice spin to get open, just off on the shot.
There's Callahan.
And that is her first varsity points.
Congratulations, Caitlin Callahan. Your first varsity points, and they come on W7 Live. 55-14. DJ Willie on the sound. Do a little MC Hammer, a little 90s throwback here.
I'd like to see him get up and dance.
And you got the W7 Live and the W7 logo. I mean, I didn't even ask him or pay him to do that stuff. He's just doing it.
Oh, Al Clement is getting after it.
Al's digging it. Al's all in.
Just wait until the jump around comes. Al will be jumping around. We'll have to get back on the DJ Slick Willie cam.
Yeah, we're just doing some snooping here.
The Sheboygan Lutheran girls thought that was pretty cool when you were showing them the camera.
yeah.
It's moving around, and or Cedar Grove-Belgium.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That Sheboygan was last night. It's all blending together now.
It does that, Coach. That's
and you do this every single night of the week.
You know it. I do. It happens all the time. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop saying Mishicot. Luckily, Mr. Torres is such a nice guy. Edgar Torres, athletic director at Oostburg. He's just fantastic, and I'm sure Coach Ketterhagen's watching tonight, knowing Isaiah as we do.
If I had my pick, I'm digging number 11 from Cedar Grove-Belgium, Alexis Barr. Her shoes
on the shoes?
Yeah.
Oh, those are pretty dope. I like those.
Kind of stand outish.
Yeah.
Nikes. I'm liking those.
Who's this second from the end? I like those too.
Oh, right here. I think that's the same shoe.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, they're different.
Are they?
Now, I'm always going to be biased towards Adidas. I'm an Adidas guy, so, you know. But I like Nikes, too. Should get her in there. Three.
It's number 2, Ashley Acevedo.
Out of way, Ash. Nice three.
First three of the game, second
And only her third attempt all year. She was 1 of 2.
Well, throw some more up, Ashley.
66.66
67% from 3.
Yeah.
Heat check. Let's go. We were an Acevedo heat check. Come on now. Find her. There she is. Kick out. Ashley, got to get Ashley a heat check here. In comes one of our favorites, Maddie Willems.
The poster child
She
this
is
week.
the poster child this week. Here she is. Here's Maddie. She's our buddy. Nothing but love for that kid. 55-17. 10:08 to go, second half. Brooke Braga comes out for the Indians. 13 points for Kylie Schmidt. She is probably done for the night. 10 minutes remaining, 55-17. Toluchka making her case.
8 points for Toluchka tonight.
And what builds that confidence even more is that's a post-entry pass from the senior Desiree Kleiman.
Yeah, that was a nice pass from Des. 57-17. Menting for 3. Got it.
Cedar Grove, the Rockets have knocked a couple threes down in this half.
Alyssa Mentink on the 3. 3 of 5 from threes for Mentink.
Oh, there was Willems on the shot. Kaylee crashing the offensive
Nice job
boards.
by Toluchka on the rebound. She'll go to the line. Kaylee 1 for 2 from the line this year.
And that was last night, I think. These stat numbers updated almost real time on the fly here.
About that, huh?
This is a great printout you have, Gary.
Yeah, those coaches, they hooked me up. 58-20. 1 for 2 for Toluchka.
9 points on the night. Definitely making a candidate.
And rightfully so, but I will have to say that if 20 could put a couple in the hole, that she'll be tough to beat tonight.
And I think the whole team would pull for that.
Yeah. I think Kaylee would be the first one. And there's a foul. Well, she got her first foul. Out of the way, Maddie. Tauschek back in for Toluchka. Nice minutes from Kaylee tonight. She's got a lot of time left, Coach. She'll do a lot of great things here.
No, it's a good night for her. Absolutely. And like we talked about last night, they're still trying to find that replacement for Dakota and Carly, and it might be some by committee. But they've got some things to work on, especially before they go see Howard's Grove again, before they go see a great team in Oostburg. Even St. Mary's, that'll be a good test coming up next week, Friday.
Running jumper, got it. Alexis Barr on the hoop, 58-22. 6 points for Barr. Schmidt back in. Kylie's back in. Shot no good. Maddie Willems on the rebound. Schmidt 3 times.
She knew she didn't get fouled on the first one, so she missed it, grabbed the rebound, and said, give me another one. I want one more.
Kylie to the line, 60-22. 61-22. 16 points for Schmidt, including 3 for 3 from the line for the Airhead Extreme. We got to catch up on our social media comments. I know we got people that have been commenting tonight, so I want to just give some shout outs tonight. I'll pull those up here.
And Barr must be with 8 now as she hits that baseline jumper for the Rockets. Mishicot, the last 2 times they've had that baseline screen cut, and they've had not the greatest communication on it.
Desiree's grandparents watching tonight and listening to us. Three knuckleheads talk. So glad to see you guys on.
They might be listening from the stands here.
Could.
They were last night. I know they were asking how to get it up, and they were going to listen to it while they watched in the stands. That's how much they love you, Gary.
Mike Sobush on as well. That's Cherry Dr. Pepper's grandfather watching. He enjoyed that last night.
Yeah, he was giving us some big props.
Yeah. And Tina Kleinman says hi to the boys. That's us. And the Willems grandparents are watching from Rio Grande Valley, Texas tonight.
Wow.
61-24, full timeout, Cedar Grove. We'll take it with them. You're watching the one, the only W7 Live. Well, coming in over the Golden Chicken hotline, the scoring update from the one and only Ed Rowie. Brookfield Central 53, Pewaukee 48, final. BC with the dub. Congratulations to the Lancers.
Kind of a revenge game from the Oak Creek.
Yeah, the Lancers lost to Pewaukee in the Oak Creek holiday tournament, and they were supposed to play each other today. Obviously, it should have been at Pius all day for the Pope's Invitational, but that was canceled due to COVID. And so BC and Pewaukee, they were scheduled to play in that tournament, decided, hey, we'll just play over at Pewaukee, and they did. And BC comes away with a 53-48 win. Knocked away by Tauschik. Nice effort.
She didn't even want to look at us. She
No.
would have started laughing.
No. That's not uncommon for people not to want to look over here. It's a pretty common occurrence. Look at that. Those shoes are nice. 3! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! They both got the same shoes, 11 and 3.
Sutrick for 3. Jessica Sutrick for the Rockets.
Got to be the shoes.
Yeah, that was the connection.
And 11 is
assist and bucket. 11
Barr,
is
right?
Barr. Yep.
Barr and Sutrick have the same shoes. Again, you only get this at one place, W7. Oh, thought we were going to get the heat check that time from number 2. That's, I had her name.
Acevedo. Ashley Acevedo.
That's right.
In the meantime, Lacey Tauschik grabs a steal, goes coast to coast for the bucket.
6 points for Lacey, 63-27.
Oh, that one was airmailed a little bit.
Aunt Mary and Uncle Jim watching Kaylee tonight. Big hi to you, Coach.
Hi, Mary and Jim. Oh, I do have to apologize. I called Renee last night, Kaylee's aunt. That'd be Kaylee's cousin.
Duh.
I watched it back this
You didn't
morning.
know that? I didn't want to embarrass you on the broadcast, but I mean, I knew that. I'm like, you mean cousin, right?
Sierra's notebook. No wonder she didn't turn her homework in.
Are you using your daughter's notebook to keep notes here?
Yeah, that's all I could find for writing material.
She's got to turn in her homework and be like, what are all these stats? What are all these numbers? It'll be like a beautiful mind or something. 63-27. Ooh, got away with one there, Acevedo.
Before that last time out, Mishicot had a couple breakdowns on the defensive end, a little baseline screen. They had trouble twice on communicating. I think that may have been the emphasis in the timeout. Ratchet up the defense. We never stop playing on that end of the court.
Sutrick's shoes are untied. Shot in and good. Dez for two. 65-27 with 5:38
Oh,
remaining.
yeah, they are. I see him right here.
Barr on the shot. Nope. Sutrick on the rebound. It's the shoes, baby.
They're even untied. She still made the play.
65-29. Jessica Sutrick. 5'7" junior seniors on the Cedar Grove team. There's a lot of them. Get those for you. Cheyenne Simonette, Alyssa Mentink, Ellie Dirksey, Brooke Braga, and Laura Jarabek. Was that right? Is that what we settled on? Jarabek. Your seniors for Cedar Grove, Belgium. Congratulations, ladies. Sorry we won't see you next year, but come back and maybe one of you want to come do a game with us next year when we come to Cedar Grove. We'd love to have you.
Oh.
That was the heat check for Acevedo.
That was Acevedo, yep. Still shooting 50% from three.
You know what? I'd take that every day of the week. Garceau, no. Abby clapped her hands. She wanted that one.
Just couldn't get the three ball to fall tonight. That's all right. We'll save it for a more closer game. She'll get it going by next Tuesday at Kohler and be ready for St. Mary's.
65-29.
What was last night's final? 69-18? 69-18 last night for the Indians. Gary, I just got a message. This was our friend last night, Holly. She was just coaching her sixth grade girls in a tournament in Grafton today. But she gave us a little tidbit on the bunny shot. And she just texted in saying, is W7's new saying going to be for the girls and their shoes?
I like it. I like it.
Holly is just killing it on our broadcast. She's getting in here every time.
Get her on a broadcast. Stat girl sounds way better than stat boy. 65-29, 4:02 remaining. Reminder, next broadcast Monday night live from the WB Oostburg at West Bend West in a non-conference game. That'll be a very interesting game.
Make sure Coach Isaiah dresses up nice for that one.
Now, the last time we did an Oostburg game, Coach Isaiah wore a live mic the whole game. So we had him mic'd up the entire game, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I asked Coach Garceau, he looked at me like I'd grown three heads. Like I got what I call the 1,000-yard stare.
And Isaiah does a great job with that Oostburg program. He actually coaches my oldest daughter, Sierra, on the Wisconsin Freeze team in the summer.
You betcha. Take that, Maddie.
Nice scoop pass.
Nice pass. Grace from Dez.
How many assists for Dez? They had a couple nice ones.
4 assists. You need to keep an assist down there. Look at that.
He's on it.
He didn't have his sheets last night. All right. Okay, now this makes much more sense. 67. That's why they're shooting 100% from the field last night, obviously.
I knew that was coming.
Callahan on the drive. Ooh, a little wild on the shot.
Kick that. Yep.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Get it to her.
Grace, get it to your sister.
Shot no good. Kick out. 67-29, 2:35 remaining. Well, our viewers know that our player of the game is rarely based on numbers, and I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, way more. Shot blocked and a foul on 22.
Cora Stadola.
Now, is that coach's niece, I mean?
Yes. Yep. Cora is Mike's niece. Cora's mom, Sarah Stadola, is kitty corner from us, way up in the top corner.
Oh, high above the field house at Mishicot High School. Shot no good. Grace Willems on the rebound. 67-29, 2:17 to go. We got to look and see what our next Mishicot game is. That's right. What date is that? January 21st. We'll be back here for Reedsville and Mishicot, and it'll be senior night. So, oh my gosh, I can't go through these again. Oh,
yeah. Do I have to do that one with you, Gary? We're
Oh,
both going to be tearing
it's
up.
just,
And like you said, this is a special class for you.
It is. This 21 class, I don't know how I'm going to live through the next 3 weeks of all these senior nights.
You've got quite a few of them.
It'll be a lot of them, one after the other. And what teams are doing, which is really smart. So Random Lake called me last night. They're like, well, we're having this game, and we think it's going to be senior night. And then Heritage Christian called me the night before, hey, we have a game on February 3rd, by the way, with senior night. So, I mean, everybody does. The girls asked about it at a senior night. I mean, that's like the two things that it's impossible for me to say no to.
Right.
And so everybody's like using that. Which, hey, smart. Use your resources.
Absolutely.
Find your opponent's weaknesses and, exploit them. That's what you do. 69-29, 104 remaining. And my weaknesses are all these kids.
Well, you get to know them, you get to watch them, you see how hard they work,
Yeah.
how much joy they find in the game, and it's hard not to get attached.
It is. It really is. That's number 13 in now for Cedar Grove. That is Tara Schmitz. I was going through the roster today, Coach. I was like, okay, all the kids' complicated names to pronounce, like all the scores, and like, can't Natalie Hopeman get some more minutes? And Jessica Schuler and Tara Schmitz? I mean, those are all. Caitlin Morris. I mean, those are all. I can get those. Ball loose and picked up by
Caitlin Callahan.
15 seconds remaining. Boy, this game flew by, didn't it? Call time. Get it to Maddie. Maddie. Oh, shoot that, Maddie. 3 seconds.
Maddie's not even in. That was Wanachek.
Oh, that's not Maddie. That's Missy Wanachek. 69-29, your final. Stick around for the W7 Live Player of the Game. We won't tell you who it is, but you could probably guess. We'll be back. You're watching W7. We're going to break the stream and we'll come back with our W7 Live Player of the Game. We'll be back live with that in just a few minutes. You've been watching the one, the only W7 Live. We are back with our W7 Live Player of the Game. It is senior Maddie Willems from Mishicot. Maddie, nice game tonight.
Thank you very much. I want to start off by saying hi to my grandparents in Texas. I hope you're staying warm. Glad you could watch us.
Nice. What a good granddaughter, huh? So, Maddie, a nice game tonight. It seems like maybe you guys kind of starting to find a little rhythm here, and things maybe starting to come together a little bit. I mean, thoughts on the team's performance tonight?
I thought we did well. Obviously, we still have a lot to work on as our end goal for the season, but I think tonight was a good start. We're finally getting back into the rhythm after being off for the beginning of the season. We're finally coming back and finding our way to tie everybody together, know what everybody's doing, and just being good teammates and stuff.
Well, your guys' class, I mean, and this, I mean, you guys it's a very special class, and how are you guys approaching this kind of being, the last year and, keeping that kind of off to the side while you still come in and compete? I mean, because that stuff, always tends to kind of bubble up. I mean, do you think about that a lot or not? Do you just kind of put it away?
I don't know. It's kind of surreal. I think once we get towards the season, I try not to focus on that because you never know how many more games you have left. This could be our last game. We could get shut down. I think it was kind of an eye-opener last season as what we faced, and then I kind of think we owe it to the seniors from last year as well as ourselves and as well as the underclassmen. Like this is going to be their team next year, and we just have to show them how to run the ropes and just kind of take our spots. Like they're good, and they have a lot of talent that they can bring too.
What's it like having Grace on the team with you? How do you guys get along? Do you guys get along well? And I mean, how does that work out?
It's definitely challenging. It's me, my sister, and my dad, so it can always sometimes just be like, and then if we do argue during a game or during a practice, like I have to go home to that.
Right.
So.
I mean, the switch never really goes off,
no,
right?
Not really, but for the most part, all three of us get along pretty well.
Is Mom usually the referee?
Yeah, definitely.
You're lucky that Mom does that.
Yeah, we all go to her and complain about the others. So.
Now, generally, moms tend to favor the children over the dad.
Definitely. Every game, every practice, she's always yelling at my dad. So.
Maddie, one of the reasons I picked you, there's a lot of reasons, but one of them is just, how much you do, not just, for the basketball team, but you do so many other things, for Mishicot High School. I mean, I've seen you be a manager for volleyball games. I mean, you do a lot of other things. Just real quick, I mean, what's so special at Mishicot? What when you go on next year, I mean, what's in your heart as far as this community?
It's just the family. Like everybody's a family, and yeah, I don't play much, but it's more about the bench energy. What I can give to the younger classmen is really something special. I just want to be that positive influence on them, so that maybe when they don't get the playing time that they want or whatever, they know that it's not all about that. Bench energy and locker room energy and all that stuff contributes to these wins and contributes to our trips to state, and it's just special to be a part of something that's special.
See why I love this kid. Maddie Willems, our player of the game. That's not fair, Maddie. Big win for Mishicot tonight, 69-29. Last question, Maddie. Everything W7 does, we do for who?
For the girls.
You've been watching W7 Live. We'll see you Monday from West Bend. Have a great night, and remember,